came off. And what's happened is David Ornstein, in the last 15 minutes, alongside others in The Athletic, have come out and said that sources briefed on the injury, speaking on the condition of anonymity, as they were not authorised to do so publicly, says further tests are required to discover the full extent of Gabriel's injury, but initial examinations suggest he will miss a month or two. And they further add that Gabriel's injury comes at a busy period for Arsenal, who play at least 14 games in the next 8 weeks. So we were sat here on Live at 5 yesterday, as we are every day, 5 till 6 p.m, and you said, let's wait to hear what's said, right? You said that to me. I was sat right there. Now we've heard what's said. Yeah. You before were saying, not too worried about it. You got some players who can come in who can who can help, manage it. But 1 to 2 months, potentially up to 2 months. That's different to what you were thinking, isn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, first and foremost, get well soon, Gabby. It's really sad news, not just for Arsenal, but obviously on a personal level for him. He'd be devastated. But yeah, it's very disappointing, man. I mean, like I said yesterday, he wasn't sure of the exact nature of the injury. I was hoping that he'd be fit for the Tottenham game, and I was thinking that even if he is out, could probably be 1, 2, 3 weeks at the most. But this,
it's at least a month here. So it feels like potentially, basically, January is when he's coming. January's about 6 weeks away. That's a middle ground of when Gabby could be back. And for those asking what the source is, it's David Ornstein. It's The Athletic. So just take it as absolute bomber fact. But yeah, all the way until January. This is the busiest period of the year as well. Obviously, Arsenal, you've been playing twice a week in most weeks in Carabao Cup, international competition, European competition, and also Premier League. But now this is just, there's 6 Premier League games in December.
Well, and we're talking... It's 3 big games in a week next week.
That's true as well. He's missing Spurs, missing Bayern, missing some other big games.
Yeah, Chelsea.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's as bad as it gets in terms of news. However, the one positive I would say is that... given the depth of the squad, and we spoke about this yesterday, I mentioned it, we do have replacements. We have a certain Nketiah to come in, who is a left-sided centre-back, who has shown already that he's a very good player. He's experienced. He has the physical attributes. Okay, he's not quite at the level of Gabriel, I would say, both in terms of his ability and what he means to the team in terms of leadership and even set-piece goals and stuff like that. But I am confident that Nketiah can come in and do a good job. I certainly don't think he'll let us down. But even so, it's still very disappointing news, to say the least.
It's going to be hard. I think it might be a hard one for Arsenal players to get over.
Yeah, listen, the absence will be felt. There's no doubt about that. Like you said, he's not only a very good player, but he's also very influential. He's one of our leaders. We spoke about how good he is on set pieces. And then the partnership he has with Saliba that they've formed, arguably the best centre-back pairing in Europe. So there's no doubt that he's going to be missed. It's a big miss. However, like I said before, we do have one of the things that gives me confidence about this season is the squad depth. And we've spoken about that at length on these shows, in these forums. Now we're about to find out just how deep that squad depth is because, it's a big miss.
Well, you've already had a couple. You've got Gyökeres, Odegaard, Madueke, Martinelli. You've Havertz as well. You've already had a number of players out for periods this season.
That's right.
And this does seem. I might be putting my conspiracy hat here on a little bit, but this happens almost every season at Arsenal, doesn't it? You get a series of injuries. Is there a potential like a more deeper reason for all these injuries happening all the time, or is it just a case of players play so many football matches now that it's bound to happen no matter what?
I think the latter is probably the truth. I mean, some people have suggested in previous years that the injuries that we pick up could be to do with some of the training, but who are we to know really? I mean, it was a very unfortunate incident. He was playing for Brazil. These things happen. You can't deny players wanting to play for their country. And, you're always going to get things like this happen. And whilst it's disappointing, we now have to deal with that. That is one of the vagaries of having players that play international football. It's one of the vagaries of football, full stop, injuries. So we do have to deal with it. But we're better placed to deal with this than we have been in previous years, if that makes sense.